Yo, you hearing now with your boy C How? I saw this video, it went viral a couple of days ago and maybe a week ago. I'm a little late to the party, but it's okay. And it is, I don't know, it's just people, it's just customer service not doing their job, just being rude and you know, a little ignorant. If you haven't seen the video, it's, I believe, Frontier. The guy showed up. He said he was a half an hour early to catch his flight. But I guess they have a policy that you need to be there an hour early. So he was late according to that policy. But still, if you already paid for your ticket, you expect to get a little bit better service than this right here. Check it out.
They made their flight. You didn't. And you think, you're going to check me in. I bet you we won't. Okay?
I paid for a ticket.
And you didn't pay $25 for agent assistant and you checked in 3 hours later. Hello.
I just said that I
was going to get on your flight.
Yeah, I just said that I would pay the $25.
And you thought you was going to get on your flight. And you thought you was going to get on your flight. And you thought you was going to get on your flight. And you thought you was going to get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes before my flight. And they're not letting me check in.
And you're not getting on your flight.
Because it's a policy. We don't control that.
And you will never fly on Frontier.
You were about to let me check in. You were about to let me check in, and you decided that you ain't gonna let me check in.
Make me check you in.
You literally work for a company that I bought a plane ticket for. I'm here 30 minutes before the flight.
Can you please leave, sir?
No.
Can you please leave my personal space?
I'm not in your personal space. This is not your personal space.
This is my stationery.
This is not your personal space. You work for a company. This is not your personal space.
We ain't gotta worry about it. We ain't gotta worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it. You're literally not doing your job for a customer that has paid for a plane ticket to get home.
I told you to stop putting the camera on me, sir.
I'm literally here at Frontier. I bought a ticket and they are not letting me check in. For no reason whatsoever.
Well, you said you're never flying the airline again, so we might as well help you out and have you not fly the airline.
I've already bought a ticket. I've literally already bought a ticket, and this is your reaction.
So this is an example of when I hear terms like black fatigue and stuff like that, I think of things like this. A lot of times when I travel, I already know, just to keep it real light with like the flight attendants, the people checking you in, checking your luggage in, because they deal with a lot of people, a lot of different attitudes, a lot of different people. So I could see how that job could be somewhat stressful, dealing with all of those personalities all day, every day, people being late, people thinking that they're the main character. You know, it can be a bit much. So I get it. But there is something to be said about courtesy, professionalism, especially when you're the presentation of that company initially. You know, when you're checking in or, you know, registering, whatever you're doing, the registration, about to get on a flight. These are the people that you're dealing with. 9 times out of 10, they're also going to be your flight attendants too. So they're kind of representing the company. They're the face of the company. Me having a couple different businesses and having had employees, I do understand the importance of having a good presentation, a good face for your company. I'll tell you about one incident personally. I had a shoot and my employee was going to come meet me at the shoot. I kind of to do a little bit of work, whatever. And at this time with my company, it was really lax. It's not like it is now. We were very lax. Things were just kind of chill. But when he showed up to the event, it was like a real estate event with a lot of, you know, higher ups in the real estate game. It was a lot of good people to network there. But when he came, he was dressed just not professionally. And I didn't really think anything of it at the time. But then my client gave me a review and they stated that. They said, you know, he came in looking blah, 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 but some of the other people he was working with, they came in, they looked like they didn't really even want to work. One guy had on sweatpants, blah, blah, blah. So I understand the importance of presentation when it comes to your job. That being said, having customer service representation, you need to have good people. Yeah, he was there a half an hour past the time that he was supposed to be there. He was still a half an hour early. If he couldn't make that flight, it at least seems like it would have been a better option for her to be nice and kind of see what they can do to help, see what they can do to retain this customer. He wasn't aware that he had to be there an hour earlier. I'm sure he would have made that, but he was still there a half an hour early. Work with this dude. Why are you antagonizing him and just being a bitch, really? And then she has her friend in the peanut gallery that's back there laughing, egging it on. You can see the older lady. She seems like she has some sense about her. She kind of tried to, hey, come on, baby. You know how grandma be doing. She's like, hey, baby, come on now. You can't be doing all that now. But yeah, it's just ridiculous that people treat other people like that when they're in a position to do it. Customer service goes a long way. Having a good personality goes a long way. Just being nice in general goes a very long way. I don't know what kind of day she was having, but this doesn't seem like, it didn't seem like behavior that was uncharacteristic of her. And that's just me taking a wild guess. I don't know this woman from a can of paint, but it just seems like this might be built into her personality to be like that, which is unfortunate because people that are like that, they don't ever really get to see the beauty of life. The beauty of life starts within yourself. Being nice, being energetic, effervescent, putting out good energy as often as you can, that all comes right back to you tenfold, and it'll make your life beautiful. If you go around with this funky attitude and you can't wait to unleash it on somebody, either if it's at work, if it's your kids, if it's your spouse, you just got it pent up, cocked back, ready to go. You're never going to enjoy the beauty of this thing. And unfortunately too, well, not unfortunately, I felt like it was justifiable. Both of those women were fired. After that, a couple days after that video went viral, and Frontier cut. I guess they were hired through a third party vendor, and Frontier said we don't want those contractors in here anymore. They're out. So was it worth it? You feeling good for talking crazy to this dude for a couple minutes? You got your viral moment. Was it worth it? It just doesn't pay to be like that. And who knows? How things are going now, those chicks will put up a GoFundMe and get rich off of this incident, even though they were in the wrong. It's just crazy. But I just think that we should all just be better people, take better care of each other, and just refrain from doing like mean, dumb, ignorant stuff like this. Anyway, you hearing now with your boy, See How. We out. Peace.